Alright guys, going to do a little video with some narration on it here. I've already hit a PR for B-roll of me walking into my garage. Oh, gotta unlock the door. It's going to make it harder to get in there with that thing locked. If you want to actually see some of the lifting, it starts at 8:40. This is the last day of a volume block, kind of the last day of my accumulation phase. This really wasn't too bad. Actually went a little better than expected because I'm pretty beat up. This shit kind of sucks. I'm pretty worn out and everything. But yeah, so this is my garage gym. Got a lot of nice stuff in there. So I just got a recording of a bunch of the bigger sets of like warm-up stuff that I do. I do a pretty comprehensive warm-up. I pretty much try to do every day. I try to do some kind of work on the reverse hyper. Like right there, it's 180 pounds. I did it for about 1,000,000 reps. I did it for 2 or 3 sets this morning here, getting ready for this. I've been pretty fortunate as far as back problems and everything, even though I broke my L3, that's right, I fractured my L3 playing football in college, and then I actually re-injured it a couple months later. I had an avulsion fracture doing rack pulls, and I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. So I really attribute a lot of being able to still be upright to using that reverse hyper basically every single day. So again, just still kind of warming up a little bit. That's a 45-degree reverse hyper extension with a sumo base. It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot better than a regular GHR just because you can attach all kinds of weight to it. It's got band peg attachments, really neat. That one was actually designed by Texas Strength Systems. Pretty cool little design there. It's actually one of the only ones I've ever seen with a sumo base on it, so you can get a pretty wide foot stance, do all kinds of different work at different leverages and angles. So just more kind of just bullshitting around with warm-up stuff. I usually do just some kind of, I like to do some kind of movement for about 10 minutes, just 10 straight minutes of just constantly moving around, whether it's hopping on a treadmill, hopping on a bike. Today it was just banging out a bunch of reverse hypers, a bunch of terminal knee extensions, about 1,000,000 reps with a barbell. Just really trying to loosen up. Like I said before, I felt surprisingly good today, especially with how just grueling and monotonous and awful DUP style training is with higher frequencies. This being the last day of the accumulation block and everything, I felt very fatigue accumulated. This is a cool little modality right here. Actually got this from reading some Gray Cook stuff about just kind of just different ways to kind of set scapular retraction and stuff for squatting and deadlifting. It's basically just a pull-up with a static hold where you focus on flexing pretty much every single aspect of your posterior chain, everything from just kind of arching your lower back a little bit, just making sure your lats are 100% involved and really squeezing your shoulder blades together. I have a pretty big problem recently with my thoracic spine, just totally taking a shit on heavy squats and stuff. So that's actually, I've been trying to do it before every heavy squat and or deadlift day, just to kind of see if it's makes any kind of difference, and it really has. So yeah, here's some of those terminal knee extensions. It's a great angle for these. So yep, just terminally knee extending till I'm terminal, I guess. Note my enthusiasm. Pretty bullshit little exercise, but I'm getting older, my knees are getting achier, and I'm pretty sure this is still residual effects from football and everything. But neat little exercise nonetheless, just really warms up your VMO, just kind of gets you working on full extension. Alright, so about 10 million more barbell complexes here. There you go, full glute spread. That's key to a good empty bar good morning. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, there it is. That's the one. You got to get super deep on these sometimes. Actually, with some of this stuff here, just a lot of like the Pavel breathing technique stuff, especially in like lower portions of just regular compound movement warm-ups and everything. Just taking a deep breath, holding it as tight as you can, getting to the bottom, and totally relaxing. I get a lot out of stuff like this. Like I said, I really think I do a little bit more of a comprehensive warm-up than a lot of other, stupid meatheads do. Threw another set of those static hold pull-ups. Again, feeling pretty good. And pull-ups have actually been going pretty well, even though I'm like pretty fat right now. Very graceful. Yeah, like I said, I think I did 5 or 6 sets of these actually. This is just another video proof that I actually do this shit every single day. Alright, what's in your gym bag? Oh, lots of things at chalk. I recorded this part mostly again for another B-roll PR, but people were asking what kind of shoes I've been wearing. You know, not oh, how have you recovered from that sports hernia and your squat progress has been pretty decent and everything after that. No, what kind of shoes are you wearing, bro? Oh, here we go. Party can start. Oh, hey there. Alright, anyway. So what kind of shoes are you wearing? I got a custom pair of Ristos made. They were expensive. They took my dimensions and made a custom made shoe for me. And I love it. And it's really taken a lot of pressure off of that sports hernia, just all the places I was feeling that injury before. And I can really throw around some heavy weight with those. I've never been a fan of a heeled shoe lifting, but I mean those Ristos are the most comfortable things I've ever worn in my whole entire life. And actually I got the heel bed a little bit shorter, so instead of the 0.75, it's 0.6 inches. Then I don't know, it takes a lot of the pressure off my knees and stuff. I actually tore my PCL playing football, or my LCL on my left leg, never got it fixed or anything. So that gets lit up like crazy when I use a heeled shoe that's a little too high. So used a bunch of heeled shoes, and that one's definitely my favorite because it's custom built 100% to my foot. So right here, I'm just doing all this shit because I'm older than hell. So you can tell how experienced you've gotten in lifting by how many coats of icy hot you need to put on. So I take the Bill Kazmaier approach, where they would put so much like analgesics on and stuff they couldn't differentiate between the pain of training and the pain of that thing burning holes in their skin. So another little, I put up a video a while ago how to get on a tight pair of SBDs. These are 2 sizes smaller than the competition fit. And you just yank them on there and they come all the way up. You know, you just got to take some work, it takes some doing. Again, this is more of a, I don't know, pre-habilitative modality than anything else getting these things on because of that torn ligament that I never got repaired or anything. Oh God, does this keep going on? Man, YouTube's fucking weird. You guys love shit like this. Like, if I put up a video of me eating 10,000 calories in one sitting, it would have 500,000 views in an hour. And I guarantee you, all this stupid bullshit of me putting my knee sleeves on, it's oh man. This is fucking beast mode right here. Oh, beast mode. Oh, PR. Get over those thick, juicy calves. I look like I've never had a leg day or a lifting day. But yeah, I love the SBDs. They really keep everything together. The design is damn near perfect. Everything I want in a knee sleeve. And no, they don't give you any rebound, and they don't put any weight on the bar. It seems like the only people that think that aren't very strong at lifting weights. So every little bit's probably going to help, you know, when you're weak as piss. So just stop making up lies on the internet before somebody makes those illegal and then my knees explode again. Alright, yep, here's just the regular old little warm-ups. I always start with either an empty bar, 135, something. Never been one of those guys to start tossing on weight immediately. It takes me a couple of sets and reps to get ready. So throwing on my sleek Ristos, more B-roll, PR. 225 here. Everything's feeling pretty good. Again, my biggest issue since I've been able to squat heavy again without pain is maintaining a decent posture. As you can see with lighter weights, it's really no problem at all. Yes, I put my belt on at 315 because I'm trying to activate my core more. So that's what a belt's for. So yeah, I mean, like I said, as you can see, here's 405. Posture still holding pretty steady. You're definitely going to see it go to shit here and see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's definitely been a real issue since I started going heavy again, just because I think it's because I'm just so hesitant with all my squats, thinking about it so much, I just get a little loose. So here's 495. I'm pretty sure this one was still pretty solid. Yep, not bad at all. So when I get to my working sets here, I actually lose my balance. This is my first set of 2 with 540. So here we go. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Oh, textbook. Just shifted a little too forward in those shoes. Here is the 5th set of 540. That actually looks a little bit better than the first one. Again, you can still see that little pitch forward in my upper body. It just sucks. I've been doing a ton of stuff to work on, and it is getting a hell of a lot better. So here's my plus set for squats this week, and this was 550. Ended up getting 5. Weight felt fine, didn't feel heavy on my back. Didn't really have any issues with it at all until I got to the last one, and it turned into a new good morning PR. There's that little pitch forward, and here we go. Here's the winner. Oh man, here it comes. And decapitated. So it definitely happens with heavier weight, definitely happens when I start getting tired and stuff. Like I said, those little pull-up modality things I've been doing have really helped. Just focusing on it has helped. Get that shit out of here. Just doing little tiny things have made a huge difference. So the next up was I needed to find a 9.5 RPE on deadlifts. So instead of going completely, totally apeshit on those, I just decided to just work up to a new weight PR with a hook grip. So that first set, that was 245. Right here we've got that was 425. This one is 515. Boop, pretty easy. Alright, yeah, so I've got a couple of questions on how exactly I tape my thumbs for hook grip, because it really does make a hell of a difference on the amount of weight you can hold and the amount of pain you can tolerate, honestly. So I like to split the tape right down the middle, not exactly right down the middle. I like to have a thinner strip and a thicker strip. So what I do is two full rotation with the thick strip on the base of my thumb, just like that. Get it on there nice and tight. Oh yeah, there it is. Up a little too much. There's a very specific IPF rule about the number of layers of tape you can have on your thumb. It's 2, so just trying to make sure I'm getting good practice with the amount of tape I'm allowed to use. So then take that piece of that thinner strip, and then that goes above that knuckle on the thumb, like almost around like the base of the nail bed. Really, 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 really tight. The same thing on the other one. So I've just gotten a couple of questions how I've been taping my thumb, because it's not just like I'm not just taping the shit up and going. There's actually a pretty specific little process to it. Like I said, real tight. You don't want it to split. You don't want it to fall off there. All right, 605. Pretty easy. So this is 705. This is the most weight I've ever hook gripped. It looked a lot more brutal than it felt. It actually felt pretty easy. I like deadlifting in sweatpants on purpose because the bar catches and it makes it 1,000 times harder. But yeah, no big deal. Nothing too crazy. It always takes me a second to get my hands off of the bar after a hook grip. I'd really like to be able to pull like that come October for Raw Nationals and everything, because it's just it just puts you in a much better position, much more efficient. You're much more symmetrical. Just there's an inherent kind of asymmetry that happens when you pull with a mixed grip, just because of how our body's set in anatomical position, how we all have, with our palms overturned like that, we have this natural little bow out in our arms, and that makes it so symmetry with an alternated grip is almost impossible. So with that extra symmetry of the actual hook grip, I just feel like I can pull 1 billion pounds like that. But anyway, so you've probably been asking yourself the last 30 seconds, what in the fuck am I doing right now? I was a little short on time lifting today, so I didn't really get a whole lot of my assistant stuff done. But this is a really cool little tractioning, just full spine tractioning, hip tractioning exercise. Basically, it is about 1 million pounds in band tension hanging me upside down. And I hung in this for about 10 minutes. Mostly in this position here that I affectionately call the stripper stretch. Feel free to throw some dollar bills at the screen. I know I just involuntarily just totally did. But yeah, that's all I got with this. So let me know if you like this. If enough people give me some positive feedback, I'll keep making more of these. All right, take it easy.